Hi, everyone. Welcome to Mastering the Shadows. I am your host, Mystic Lee, and today we're going to be working with our tarot deck. As you can notice, my voice is a little gone and raspy after working with those. Welcome to Mastering the After working with those chaos fairies from the other week, last week, my voice went out. And if you guys joined me live there, you would have noticed, we were having a lot of difficulties with hearing and communication. And, that's just something that happens when you work with fairies, especially dark fairies. They love to play with chaos. So, hey, Andrea, welcome. Hey, Bridget. So we are going to be, just working with tarot today. That way it's a little more simplified, and we're going to work with the Celtic spread. This way it's a little bit more focused on what's happening in your life at the moment. And again, I believe in the concept that we control our own destiny. So we're able to kind of peer in what's happening around us, and we are able to change things that are more likely to come in our future. That just means we have to make a drastic change within ourselves. So, hey, Laura, good afternoon. First time seeing you. Yes, welcome from New York. Kelly, hey. Hey, Michelle, welcome. All right, so we're going to do readings here in just a moment. Before we get started, what I do like to do is have us just kind of clear the area or aura, so that way it's a little bit easier for me to read your energy that way, and it'll come in a lot more clearly. So just taking a big deep breath in through your nose, holding it for a moment, and releasing it out your mouth. Breathing in and breathing out allows you to bring in new energy and allows you to release all that does not match your self-truth vibration. Breathing in and breathing out, allowing for that tension in your head to drop down and relax, allowing for it to roll down through your neck and through your shoulders as they unwind and relax. Allowing for that energy to move down your spine as it unwinds. Allowing that tension in your chest to drop and relax, moving down. Allowing for that tension and those knots that are in your stomach to unknot itself and let go as you let go of that tension. As you continue to breathe in and out, that energy continues to move down through your hips, down through your thighs, moving down through your knees, rolling down through your shins and all the way through your ankles. Breathing in and out as that energy moves all the way down through your feet, all the way down as you just let it go into the ground below. Breathing in and breathing out. As we breathe in, we are breathing in fresh, vibrant air that gives our body and our brain life. As we breathe out, we release and relax those things that are not serving our body, right? But that air that we breathe out that's toxic to us is actually really nutritious to the plants around us. And as those plants breathe that in, it then breathes out what is toxic to them but is healthy to us, that oxygen. So as we're breathing in and breathing out, we're reminded that letting go of something that isn't of our vibration can actually be nurturing for something else's vibration, because everything, vibrates differently. So, Hey, Mary. All right. So we need to, you guys, if Mary's reaching out to you, let's not respond to her because I do not know her. So, okay. I think I blocked her. Hey, Andrea, welcome. Hey, Erica, I'm glad to see that you're here. Okay, guys. So now that we see we have some people coming in, like Mary. Hey, Donna, welcome all the way from Oregon. Hey, Pram over on spiritrealm.net. And Erica, yes. So Erica is saying hello. I hope I don't kicked out from this end. I might just have to come back to Facebook. It's been happening to me all week. Okay. All right. Thank you for letting me know that you're having some of those difficulties with watching the videos on spiritrealm.net. We'll make sure that those people who do the tech stuff know, so that way they can fix that, right? So, hey, traveling, welcome all the way from YouTube. Okay. Let me just share this out to just one more place. And that way we can get a whole bunch of us together, right? I absolutely love how we can all connect through the internet from all over the world all at one time from different time zones. Like, that's pretty magical, right? We're all connecting from all over the world, no time limits, different times, all into one space, right? Okay. And for those of you just joining in, go ahead and take that big deep breath in. So, hey, Percy, you're new here. Welcome. Hey, Joseph. Joseph is saying, marry me, everyone. Goddess Hectic bless. Joe D, hello from Minnesota. Hey, Carla, welcome all the way from across the sea. I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you doing? Jesus Martinez, I have angel prayer oracle cards. Do a reading for me on a journey to spiritual alignment using angel quartz, selenite crystal balls, and opalite and citrine communication with angel light beings. Oh, I love that. Those crystals are really great for working with the angels. That's a lot of that chakra energy that you're pulling in, those higher yang vibrations. And angels, right? They're masculine. They're that high patriarchal white light vibration up there. Hey, Laura, welcome. Thank you so much for sharing. Hey, Jody. Yes, I'm about to pull some cards here in just a moment. Hey, Danielle. Hey, Krista, welcome. Hey, Shell, all the way from Ireland. Ooh, this is so cool. All right, guys. Hey, Chris, welcome. I'm so glad to see you here. Hey, Cheryl over on YouTube. Cheryl, I feel like I find you everywhere. I see you all the time, or at least every week, right? I get to look forward to seeing you. Hey, Joe. Okay, Jody Hunter or Hutner is here. And Krista, yes, can I get a card new in the group? Welcome. And yes, Pam, I can pull a card for you. And Joseph Ford is joining us over from spiritrealm.net. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get started. Pram, I'm going to pull a card for you to get started with. So what we're doing today is we're working with tarot cards. And tarot can get more specific with what's going on in your life. And really, it depends on what kind of spreads you're using. We're going to be using a variation of what is called the Celtic spread. So first of all, we want to make sure our energy is clear, right? So we can do that either with the bowl, right? Breathing in and breathing out. You want to do that at least 3 times to make sure your aura is clear. Making sure your cards are clear. And I'm going to use a selenite wand to clear my cards. And also you can knock that energy out, right? So those are all different ways that we can clear our cards. So, All right. Oh, Cheryl's saying you are even on holiday and you're still here. Yay, that means I'm really part of your routine. That's exciting. That's so cool. All right, so Pram, I'm going to focus on your energy. And so what we're going to do here is the center of your grid is the main energy that's going on. This is basically kind of like what's in your subconscious, the foundation of where you are. And this is going to be your consciousness, what's above everything, but is still like a major part of what's happening. The next four things are going to be things that are major events happening, but they're kind of playing in on a main point happening. So these cards are all going to represent the energy that's around you right now. If with the Celtic spread, you can actually pull cards for future predictions. And how I pull that energy, because I don't align or call into any idols or deities to help me, I pull into like a vibrational statistic or calculation. Basically, this is the most likely outcome to happen for your future as long as you don't change anything major. So that can be great, right? If you like what's happening, but then that also means if you see some things coming up that you don't really favor, it means you can change it, but it also means you're going to have to go in and make some major self changes in order to create that much of a vibrational change. So, Mary, okay. Yeah, if Mary is messaging you guys, go ahead and delete them. I thought that I blocked them and kicked them out. So, hey, Danielle, she's saying, you're such a pleasure to watch and you're teaching me so much. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay. All right. So, Pram, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pull 3 cards, right? For me, I like to pull 4 to 6 weeks in between each card for a future. So, we'll get to that here in a moment. So, going back to the center of what's going on in your life, Pram, underneath everything, we've got your 2 of Wands, right? Our wands represent our social life and our work aspects. Here, this is showing me that now is a really good time for you to be going out and applying for new jobs. And I'm sorry, my phone's like vibrating. Applying for new jobs. If you want to take a trip, now would be a good time for you to go out and take a trip with friends. It will really help build friendship bonds. On top of it, we also have the King of Wands. So now this also shows me with jobs that you're looking for or wanting to be promoted within work, now is a good time for that. If you're looking to open up a new business, now is also a good time for that, especially with the 2 of Wands underneath it, because it's about going out and expanding yourself and going on an adventure and on a journey and being supported by friends or employment in that workspace. So these are the main 2 cards that are playing in on you right now. So this is really exciting. Above it, what we have is we have the 9 of Wands. So again, we are being shown that you have this foundation behind you where people are really supporting you and the way that you're moving forward with both work and just your social life. So Joseph is asking Celtic cross. Yes, this is a Celtic cross spread. Okay, so this next card, we've got 3 of Wands. So I definitely shuffled these cards. I see that there's a lot going on here for you, Pram, with just work and your social life here. So again, this is looking forward, looking out into an unknown land. So again, what this is showing me is if you're looking to seek a new adventure, a new job, wanting to start your own business, this is showing me that all that energy around you right now is perfect for that. You can really advance to where you want to advance next, not just financially, but also like how sometimes our jobs can push us and expand ourselves beyond just the paycheck. And that's what I'm seeing here. Yes, and see, opposite of Nine of Wands, we have Nine of Cups. So we're seeing that balance, that symmetry here, right? And that's what the Nine of Cups is representing, that not only is this where you're going to have support and growth and work, you're also going to have that emotional stability around you where you're feeling emotionally supported. And then opposite of the Three of Wands, we have the Chariot. So this is talking about needing to balance. You're going to need to balance what's happening in your life, because a lot of things are going to be changing and moving very quickly. So you're going to be like juggling a lot of things at once. So again, this is about, shadow work is about balancing the dark and the light, right? Being in tune with that dark part of ourselves for the purpose of balance. And the Chariot is a huge demonstration of that, right? Being balanced in our light and our dark carries us forward into any situation and into any battle. So yeah, Pram is saying that you're starting a new job. So yeah. So this is awesome. Your new job is really going to have a lot of really cool opportunities for you. This is really exciting. So yeah, you're saying thank you. Happy to hear all of that. So let me pull the next cards for you just to see, what's to come within the next couple of months. So yeah, lots of wands. So we've got so within this next 4 to 6 weeks, we have the Lovers card. So the Lovers card is talking about passion. There's a few cards in the deck that are about love, right? And love has many forms. It doesn't just come in one form, right? The Lovers card is more about the passion. It can sometimes be a little bit about lust or in the moment, but this is about passion and being able to expand yourself through passion. So that's what I'm really feeling here is building those connections with other people where you're going to just start feeling that passion inside you burning, that passion for life burning. And then within the next, so let's see here. We are in April. So this is about May to June. So coming May to June, we've got your 10 of Cups here. So again, just a lot of just really high positive vibrations here. 10 of Cups is talking about really being in your space of like basically heaven on earth, which makes sense with the Lovers card, that passion, right? Sometimes passion can burn out, or it can go, fizzle out or get dark, or, all kinds of things can come from passion. But after the Lovers card, we have the 10 of Cups, which is really showing that as this passion is coming through your life right now, between the next 4 to 6 weeks, it's really going to turn into something like basically like gold. It's going to bring more positive things into your life. And then we also have the Ace of Cups here. So again, talking about being emotionally fulfilled, that water there, that ace, that cup, just overfilling with being like you're blessed, really feeling blessed. So that's, wow. So this is really good. You're in a really, really good space. So 2022 is definitely your year. It is the year of the water tiger. So it's all about owning our self-truth and going with the flow of life while owning our self-truth. And it looks like you're going to be mastering that this year. So thank you so much, Pram, for allowing me to pull these cards for you. This is really, really awesome. Thank you. Oh, I accidentally pulled something I didn't need to have pulled. Okay. All right. All right. So who else would like a reading? All right, Carla. Yes, I can pull a card for you next. And you guys, you can put in the comments as much as you want. I'd like a reading. I'd like a reading. I kind of just go to whoever I'm feeling drawn to. And if you feel like you're posting it a lot and for some reason I'm not getting drawn to you, just take that moment to breathe in and breathe out. Maybe you just need to clear some energy out of your aura in order for me to see your aura a little bit more. So, all right, Carla Fitzgerald. I'm going to pull a card for you next. So let me clear these cards real quick. Erica says, I love those cards. Yes, aren't they awesome? They're rainbow. And you guys who have tuned in with me regularly, you know how obsessed with the rainbows I am, the chakra system, all that light energy. Hey, Patsy. Patsy is new. Welcome. All right, Carla. So I'm just going to pull a few cards that are just kind of basis of what's happening with you right now, right? So your subconscious, conscious, and the four main things that are pulling on your energy right now, right? Okay. So first of all, we have the Hangman. So this is talking about perception, right? Here in the center of everything going on, your perception is not 100%. Your perception, something is purposefully altering your perception so that you can't see something clearly, right? Before we move on, of course, we don't want anyone to ever feel alarmed when we feel, oh no, our perception is feeling a little off. If you ever feel that sense, sometimes it's great to have a different perception, to see something totally backwards, right? It gives us a new perspective of life. And sometimes we want to hang ourselves right back up, right? If we ever want to invert that energy or change it around, we can use things like amethyst, right? An amethyst piece, because then that can help to balance our third eye and to start moving that energy around. But let's see what's happening on top of your Hangman, right? What is happening on top of that perception? We have the Page of Cups. So this is talking about emotions. So your perception here with that Hangman is pulling on your emotions, right? Maybe you're feeling certain types of emotions that make you feel immature at times, or emotions you haven't felt in a long time, maybe new emotions towards somebody. All these things are coming up because as you feel these type of emotions, like I said, that maybe feel immature, feel completely new for somebody, or remind you of emotions you've had when you were younger. These are all indications that whatever's causing those emotions, they're based in an upside down or an inverted perception of reality, right? So you might want to take a step back and say, okay, that's their perspective. What is the 180 to that perspective, right? And allow for your consciousness to find the truth that's somewhere in between that, right? So we see a lot of that happening. And also when we start doing that, we can open ourselves up to new types of emotions overall in general, right? Where we can start growing. All right, so above it, what we have is we have the Queen of Wands. So what we're seeing here is the purpose of seeing things inverted and pulling on your emotions here is to give you opportunities for nurturing and for growth, right? It's how you choose to respond to this energy, right? Oh, and for those of you who wanted to see, right, Queen of Wands. So again, this is talking about nurturing. She's got her black cat here, right? So this is going into social, right? How we're interacting with other people, right? The inversion in that emotion relationship, right? But the point is to help us to nurture and to grow in our relationships with others. Here you've got the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is talking about that type of battle, that interaction that we have with others, right? A fight. Again, this fight that you've had that is going on right now, this drama, is because things are not being seen clearly, right? And also your own mind is not seeing things clearly at the moment. That's why you want to take that 180 and kind of make a comparison. Again, opposite of the Queen of Wands here with that nurturing, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So in this growth, this nurturing ability is going to create more opportunities for you. You're going to be growing in the world around you. And then with the Five of Wands, we have another Queen, right? So we've got a lot of that nurturing energy in here. And a Queen of Cups, right? So, and that makes sense with the Page of Cups in the center, because ultimately it's about wanting to nurture your emotions and wanting them to grow, and wanting you to just basically vibrate to that next level. So I hope that that makes sense. Carla, I don't know if you have any questions about that. So Pram over on spiritrealm.net is saying, oh my gosh, I love that you gave me all these amazing information. You're welcome, Pram. So Brianna is asking, why do you turn the cards right side up when they come upside down? Don't the cards mean something different if you pull them in a certain way? So yes, Brianna, some of the cards are all both yin and yang, right? And for some people, when they read a card, it has to be actually coming out inverted in order for them to see the inversion in the message. Because I like to deliver all messages balanced in both light and darkness. To me, whether the card is inverted or not, it doesn't matter. The information is going to come out either way. Also, the other cards, you'll see a pattern with them. And as long as they all kind of come in together, the pattern will make sense, right? Carla's asking, can you pull my prediction cards, please? I'm separating my energy from people and staying home alone a lot. So that makes sense with that Hangman and that Page of Cups. That's a really good place to be. So yeah, let me pull the next card for the next 4 to 6 weeks. We have the King of Swords, right? And this makes sense with you having the Hangman at the bottom, right? Talking about seeing things that are in different perceptions, maybe not seeing everything clearly, seeing things inverted. Using that King of Swords, being able to control how we view things, control that Hangman, or expand on that Hangman with the King of Swords, expanding your mind on the perception that's being seen. And that really sums up a lot of what that energy is that you're going through right now. And so you're basically going to be, that's going to be the theme for the next 4 to 6 weeks, is that energy. You're just now walking into it. So then as we get to June, we have the Page of Swords. So this is also talking about being challenged again, but being challenged in a new way, right? So you've got a lot going on for you right now that's going to be playing out in the mind. And then after that, we've got Temperance. So as you get through July is when things are going to start to calm down. You're going to be able to really start to notice those that are around you, which core, basically feeling like you've let go of a lot of good chords, right? You might feel regret at first, but it's going to take time. And as you get through July and August, you're really going to feel really confident and really good with the choices that you've been making. Yeah, Cheryl, yes, you can really see the rainbow in the cards. Jesus is saying, I've been spirit writing pages for days about spiritual ascension and transition for expanded consciousness and working with angels and feeling an overflowing energy of spiritual guidance and coexisting with angels. Do reading for me so my angels can give me guidance in the next steps towards the light body ascension, pure white light, and coexistence with angelic beings. Beautiful cards. So one thing, Jesus, is what I would say is if I do pull cards for you, they're most likely not going to be from the angels. And I want to make sure that you understand that before consenting, because we are working with mastering the shadows, and it's to bring balance with those angels, right? And maybe there will be angels that come up, right? Because some angels are not quite from the high vibrations, they're fallen angels, right? So, yeah, I can pull a card for you. But I just want to make sure that you know that that's what you're going to be opening yourself up to. Hey, Tracy, welcome. She's saying that I'm new here. I'm glad to have you here. Erica with the heart emojis. I just love whenever you put all those emojis. It just puts so much color into the comments. So, all right, Joe D. Hutner. I'm feeling drawn to you for a reading next. All right, so now that I've given you guys some examples of the Celtic spread, I'm going to do something a little bit different, right? We're going to do a 3-card pull. I haven't done a 3-card pull in like, I don't know, so many years. So this will be interesting. Hey, Ramul, thank you so much for giving me your birthday and that information. That does make it easier to connect, but also you want to breathe in and breathe out and cleanse out your chi, right? So that way it makes it easier for me to connect to your energy. All right. Jody, I'm focusing on your energy and I'm going to pull out 3 cards for you. Amanda is saying the Celtic spread is pretty cool, but would love to have any kind of reading. Awesome. All right, Jody, I'm feeling your energy. All right, we're going to do a 3-card pull, right? It's been a long time. I'm feeling a little nervous. Like, oh gosh, I haven't done a 3-card pull. How's this work? I forgot. I've been so reliant on the Celtic spread. All right, so this is a little different. Normally, I do have someone in front of me, which makes this easier, but there we go. Okay. So these are going to be your 3 cards. We've got the Page of Wands, the Hierophant, and we have the Queen of Swords. So in this case, I am going to be using the card as inverted. I'm not going to be moving it around, right? So we've got the Page of Wands here, which again is talking about going off and exploring something new, opening yourself up to new friends. Again, if you want to be putting out job applications for new jobs, now is a great time. That is what the Page of Wands is representing. The Hierophant here, he's representing 2 different things here. The Hierophant, while he can represent the patriarchy, that masculine, he can also represent how we can be blinded by truth. I wouldn't say blinded by truth, but blinded by the light, blinded from truth by the light. And that is somewhat of a warning that we have here with the Hierophant, right? And then after that, we've got the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is inverted here. So it is showing me that you are going to have some challenges that are going to kind of challenge your mental space. And they're not necessarily going to be all too nurturing. They're going to be feeling overwhelmed. You're going to be feeling tired, right? One thing I love about doing readings is when we get information that might be a little of an obstacle, like this one seems to be, we know that it's coming. So that way we can change what we're working with in order to, I guess, better deal with that energy as we're going through it. So as you're feeling a little overwhelmed, you might want to start taking more salt baths, right? You might want to put out a crystal grid next to your bed at night to help you get through the day, or to help you sleep better at night, or to help for your dreams to be improved. So, Pram is asking, how would you suggest I protect my good fortune? So that is a great question, Pram. That is probably going to be more of a detailed reading, because you probably don't want people to know out in public some of those specifics. So if you'd like to know more, you can always connect with me over at Mystic Path LLC on Facebook. And we can set up a one-on-one reading for that to get more detailed into that, because right, you don't want people that you don't know to know how you're protecting some of that good fortune, right? So hey, iDash, hello, here for the first time. Can I get a free reading? Welcome. All right, yes, we are about to move on to the next reading, unless Jody has any other questions. So I just love how you guys communicate with each other through the chats, because I get so caught up in the reading that I don't always get to see everything that you guys are commenting on. It just goes so quickly through it. I try my best, though. You're welcome. You're welcome, Jody. All right, so if you guys are open and consenting to a reading, just put that in the comments right now. I'm about to pull the next person. All right. How can I not notice all those caps? All right, Laura Grant, I am feeling drawn to you for the next reading. Jody is asking, what made you do 3 cards with me? That's a good question. I just felt that it was time to transition. But if you feel drawn to 3, 3 is also a number of divinity. Yeah, we got a lot of Libras. I'm a Libra as well. All the way from Scotland. Hey, Kim, welcome. Laura Grant, yeah, I love that passion. So yeah, I'm pulling a card for you. Oh, see, yeah, Jody is saying 3 is my favorite number. So yeah, that's probably why Spirit was like, all right, this is the perfect person to transition to that 3 card, because you match that vibration, right? Laura's about to get 3 cards as well. All right, Laura, here are your cards. Ooh, we got some party card. Oh, look at that. We've got a Hierophant here in the center again. Interesting. So, that's interesting. So you guys saw me shuffle the cards there. We've got the Hierophant in the center again, and also with a 3-card pull. With that card coming up, I would say that this Hierophant is, he's coming in as a group reading to kind of let us all know that, we're all being a little blinded by the light. We're being blinded from not being able to see truth. There's a lot of light energy going on there. Maybe a little, again, coming back with mastering the shadows, is all about being in balance. And sometimes when we vibrate a little too high with that Hierophant, we can get blinded by the light. Oh, thanks, Erica. Erica is saying, I think looking at you reading the 3 cards reading, we can do that ourselves. It seems easy. It does. It really does, guys. Once we start, practicing with the cards, the 3-card reading can be the first one. It was one of the first ones that I learned myself. It's a little more simple and easy. And when you first get started, we do have sensors in our palms, right? Our hands are very magical. And you can close your eyes and you can even just pull just 1 card from the 3 cards, right? All right. This card right here. Laura's all, yay! Now you might be like, ooh. Here we've got the 3 of Cups. So this is talking about partying maybe a little too much. Also kind of saying that there are some friends that you have that are there for the good times, but not very reliable for the rough times, right? So it's talking about having that balance, and also knowing which of your friends that is, right? So that you can keep that balance. So when the parties run out, right, and you are in some rough times, not to judge those people because, well, A, not to rely on them, and B, because you can't really judge them. It's part of their personality not to rely on them for the hard times. They're just there for the good times to bring you up a little higher. So that's kind of what those cards are representing there with your emotions. And then over here, we've got the Knight of Swords, which is also inverted. So this is talking about a mental challenge in your life right now, but this is an obstacle that you've been here before, right? You've gone through a situation that's very similar. So you know what? You can learn from your past mistakes. Analyze the similarities and the differences from that past situation or situations that are similar to what you're going through now. You know what not to repeat, but you also can create new ideas on how to, solve the problem a little different now. And that's actually going to help your mind to grow a lot, and it's going to help you to expand. Yes, balance is key. Balance is key. And that's why we have the Hierophant here in the center. And it is reminding us of that, keeping balance, right? Not to be too top heavy, not to be too light in love, right? And that's also what the Three of Cups is reminding us here is you don't always have to be high party mode, happy-go-lucky all the time, always making friends. You can take that step back if you need to. So, and then Laura's asking, do you see my settlement coming soon? So that's part of the Knight of Swords here, that obstacle that you're going through, right? So it's really based on how you're going to respond to it, right? There's some things you've gone through in life and the past that kind of connects to how this plays out, right? All right. Thank you so much, Laura, for allowing me to pull those cards for you. All right. So who else would like a reading? Go ahead and put your name in the comments if you would. All right. And I do feel like it's time to move back to the Celtic spread. Oh, Cheryl moved back to the Facebook. Yeah, I see the website is kind of kicking people on and off a bit over on spiritrealm.net. You guys can also catch me on YouTube, Mystic Path LLC, right? Mystic Path. I'm also on Instagram. I'm not as so active, but maybe I'll start to be again. Hey, Brianna. All right. Tracy. Be interested if you had any guidance from me, Heidi. All right. That's an I, right? A dash from YouTube. Just subscribed and liked. That's funny. I was just looking at you and then that came up. Yes, I do feel connected to you. So I'm going to pull, we're going to pull a basic just Celtic cross with what's going on in your life right now. All right. So again, this is what's happening with your subconscious, the things that are more present with the conscious, and the 4 things that are playing around on you. All right, so underneath everything, we've got your 4 of Wands. So this is talking about unity, can be family reunions, can be a time where you're starting to see friends you haven't seen maybe in a year or two. Maybe you've been restricted by travel or other situations that have been happening. So this card is talking about now, spring is going to be a time where you can come back and see people you haven't seen in a long time. And then we've got the Lovers card on top of it. So it's talking about a lot of passion and really feeling drawn and connected to people. I'm also seeing some possibility for romance sparks. But this is just a lot of passion energy here. Above everything, yeah, we've got the 2 of Cups. So this is definitely talking about love and romance. So, yeah, you're saying, I like the way you pull cards. I've never seen that like in any other channel. So thank you. I'm glad that you like this. But yeah, you've got the Lovers cards here, and then you have the Two of Cups. So the difference is the Lovers card is more about that passion, right? The Two of Cups is also about love, but it's also about that type of love that really bonds with our self-truth, that type of love that balances our self-truth, helps to promote our self-truth and to help grow it. So you're here, you've got both playing in your chart. So that's definitely a romance there, right? A lot of passion with self-growth. So that's really exciting. Here we've got the Seven of Swords. So this is an interesting card here. It is talking about the mind. It is talking about being balanced, but it's also about challenging people. And sometimes when we debate or challenge people, we feel like we're getting ahead, but sometimes we're missing a few points as well. So this is showing me that you like to express yourself. But this is also saying, hey, slow down a little bit, listen a little bit more maybe to others, because there's some perspectives there that you're not quite seeing that you could, that'll just help you to expand to see the larger puzzle, right? So opposite of the Two of Cups, we have the Ten of Swords here. This is because you've had some past issues with relationships, right? This is kind of like bipolar energy in a way, highs and lows. Again, the passion is here in the center. So sometimes as much as you can love is also as much as you can hurt. So love can be really scary, right? And also it means you can overthink, right? Oh, an example, and I'm not saying for this for you personally, but an example can be like, you're just now talking to someone, you send them a text, they haven't responded. Oh my gosh, they don't really like me. Maybe they're seeing someone else. This is talking about overthinking to the point you're beating yourself up for no reason. You're going to beat yourself down, beat yourself dead. So, talking about wanting some grounding. If you're seeing some of this, you're feeling overwhelmed with this, you're probably going to want to invest in some pink rose quartz to put next to your bed as you sleep at night, because that can help to level this out a little bit more, give you a little bit more control over how your mind and your emotions are being affected. And then the last cup, we've got the Eight of Cups here. So this is talking a bit about being emotionally fulfilled, but being also able to walk away from emotions that, don't support you at best. But it is also opposite here of this Seven of Swords. So it is saying, before you walk away from the situation, maybe here you're feeling a little bit emotionally overwhelmed, kind of slow down a bit. Slow down a bit and kind of look at, all the things going on. Yeah, you're saying I've been hurt due to a third party issue in your past. So yes. So be mindful of that. You want to do some self-healing, some self-love, right? So again, if you don't already have rose quartz, you might really want to consider investing in some rose quartz just to keep next to your bed at night, and maybe invest in, some self-care, like going out for a massage, or going out to the gym, going out, treating yourself on a date, practicing those self-love moments can help balance it. So that way you're not always seeking it from a partner, right? You feel confident in that self-love, and you will then know that as you love yourself, you're going to vibrate and attract that partner that balances that love. And that'll help you kind of balance out that Ten of Swords going on there. So I hope that helps with what you're going through. This is an exciting time. A lot of that romance energy. Spring can really bring that in. So it's coming for you. So be open, right? Thank you so much for allowing me to pull these cards for you. Hi, Tanya. Welcome. Heidi is saying, are you sure that wasn't my reading? So a lot of times, guys, we can feel very drawn and connected to these public readings, these group readings that we're doing. And that's because we're all being drawn here because we're all vibrating in a similar vibration. So Heidi, this could be also spirit talking to you as well because you match that vibration. That's why you're here. That's why you're receiving this message as well. Yes, Cheryl, there's lots of new people here today. I'm really excited about this. Kim is saying, I keep seeing 333, 444, 555 this last week. So, Kim, you want to put that in your journal. That means Spirit's talking to you directly right now. There's a lot of connection there. So, a lot of synchronicity, letting you know that what you're doing right now, you're right on the right path for yourself. You're welcome. So my name is Mystic Lee. And again, you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. And you can find me on my website as well. I'll put that in there. Mystic Path LLC.com. And also on the spiritrealm.net. Spiritrealm.net. And I'm also going to soon I totally misspelled that. Spiritrealm.net. I'm also soon going to be on did I just do that again? I totally did. I'm also going to soon be on the Mystical Alternative. I'm already in their magazine. I'm their main editor. And so we're going to be doing some videos with that soon. So keep your eye out for that. So you're welcome, Kim. All right. Yes, Brianna, I am definitely going to pull another reading. So I feel drawn to you. So I'm going to pull the card for you, Brianna Keys. All right. So we're going to clear the cards and pull some cards for you, Brianna. And again, if I don't get to you for some reason today, I will be live next Wednesday, this time from 5 to 6 p.m. every Wednesday, and that's on the spiritrealm.net and also, Mystic Path LLC's stuff. And again, like I said, we will be expanding as we're expanding in the magazine as well, which you can find on Amazon. And it is called The Mystical Alternative. So if you like readings or anything just mystical in general, it's a cool publication. It's a lot of pictures. There's recipes in it. All right, Brianna. All right, so you had two cards just fly out. We've got the Page of Cups and the Hangman. These are cards that actually came out earlier. So again, this is common. If you guys notice when I do oracle card readings, once I pull a card, I put it to the side. I don't put it back in the deck. Again, that's because we all have similar vibrations. That's why we're all being drawn here. So a lot of the cards will be the same as they come out. So here we've got the Hangman. Again, this is talking about perception. Not everything that you're perceiving is clear. Some of the things that you're seeing, you're inverted. Again, that can be great because it means that you're seeing things in a completely different way. But also that can be negative because it means you're not seeing it in the same way that someone else is seeing it. It's really how you choose to respond to that. Here with the Page of Cups, again, it can show that maybe you're being triggered by a situation because you're not seeing it from their perspective, and it can be frustrating, right? Again, it just means that sometimes we're inverted from other people. We are just seeing things, one person's, it's like the thing where it's like a 6 and a 9. One person standing on one end, one standing on the other. So is it a 6 or is it a 9? It's still the same shape on the ground, but it's your perspective of whether it's a 6 or a 9. So, okay, so that's just kind of a quick message that Spirit wanted to let you know directly what's going on. So I am also going to do a 3-card pull for you as well. I'm just going to kind of shuffle them differently a little bit this time. That way you guys can also see that there are different ways that you can shuffle your cards. There's not just one right way to do it. Okay. All right, so we've got the Knight of Swords that came out earlier in someone else's reading. Again, you guys, similar vibrations here. We've got the Ace of Wands, and then we've got the Emperor. Ooh. Sorry, guys, my throat's really dry from the pollen this year. So I'm trying to like not cough all over the camera. So, okay, I need to get better at reading everyone's saying. This, Lily Shia, yeah, you're saying, hello, love. I read your username and felt a strong connection through you. Wanted reading. So if anyone else here is offering you readings, like I have not, those people, just ignore them. Okay. So here, what we have the Knight of Swords here, which is talking about challenges, right? Again, coming back to a situation where you've been in before, but again, being able to learn from past mistakes or past outcomes, right? So that you can use that same information and ensuring that you have a more favorable or a favorable outcome in this situation now. You have the Ace of Wands here. So again, this is talking about expanding with work and social, right? Again, this is showing me that now is a great time for you to be applying for jobs, to be asking for promotions in jobs. And then here you have the Emperor. So the Emperor is talking about that male guidance, right? This is inverted here, though. So it can also be showing maybe there's a lack of male, a lack of yang energy. I wouldn't say yang because yang is about light, but maybe there's a lack of actual physical male person, male leadership, male friends in your life. And so it's just kind of showing me that maybe now is the time, right, with that Ace of Wands here, showing you that now's a good time to also expand with friends. Maybe now's a good time to join a group, go out to some type of a meeting that allows you to meet people who are more like-minded, right? Going to some of those meetups, right? Maybe it could be a political meetup or a meetup for tarot, or just a meetup for a hobby that you're really interested in, so that you can start to meet more people who are like-minded to you, right? So yes, Coraline says, yes, don't respond to anyone who tries to connect with you. That is not this page. Yeah, that's just for anything that goes with social media when you see that. Thank you, Coraline, or Caroline. Yes, and you're new, so thank you for coming here. So, okay, I hope that resonated for you, and let me know if you have any questions. We are kind of out of our time for this week. So again, if you guys did not get your reading for this week, I will be back next week the same time from 5 to 6. Again, it's all about balancing and mastering our shadows, balancing our darkness with our light, with that whole intention to keep balance within. So thank you. Heidi is saying your energy is so relaxing. And that's kind of what iDash said. Thank you so much, dear. My reading is done, but still here because I like your energy. It's so vibrant. So thank you guys so much. I'm so glad that you guys are here sharing this energy space with me with the live video, and anyone who's watching this afterwards. Thank you for tuning in. Again, this vibration is open, and just we're all connecting over space and time. I love it. So yes, Cheryl, you have a lovely day as well. You're welcome. So I'll see you guys next time. Oh, Brianna saying your energy is pure. Yours a gift. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. You guys enjoy the rest of your week. I know for many people it's a holiday this weekend. I hope that your holiday is springing and full of that loving spring energy. Till then, enjoy your week.